Previously on Billy G Saves the Wild.
Perfect.
Alright, after 60 games, we have 69 points, 32 wins, 23 losses, 5 OT losses. Our goals for is 3.02, which is kind of low considering what we've been at in the past years. Last 10 hasn't been great. We're 3-6-1. So do we trade Pionk and just try to get something for him? Trying to think of a way how we can take a run at this year's playoffs. We could get a different coach. I kind of want to get a different coach right away and just see if we can salvage the end of this season here. If we don't make the playoffs, that's going to be bad.
You guys know what this is all about, right? Right? What's it all about? Spurgey?
Hard work and having fun.
That. This is about winning.
All right, welcome back to Billy G Saves the Wild. We are continuing with year 9. It is the 2029-2030 season. We're a couple days away from the trade deadline. We're currently 32-23-5. In our last 10, we are 3-6-1, and we are currently holding the last wild card spot with 69 points. The Oilers are right behind us with 68, Canucks 67, Ducks 66. So there are teams right on our tail that we need to start winning so we can get some distance between them and us. And I think this team needs a little bit of a wake-up call. I have some big moves that I've been thinking about, and the more I've been thinking about what happened to our head coach that we won 3 cups with, we won 3 President's Trophies with, and that's William Hutchings. And I think we need to get him back. We didn't sign him because he costs so much salary. So in order to do this and get him back, we're going to need to fire basically our entire coaching staff. The more I've thought about it, the more I've been kind of wondering why I just didn't do this in the first place. But we make mistakes. This is probably my biggest mistake I've made in this Billy G Saves the Wild series, is not bringing back Hutchings. So, in order to make cap space, we're going to need to fire our head coach, fire our associate coach, because they take up a pretty good chunk of the salary. So I think we're going to need to promote maybe this Doughty guy to interim head coach to see if we can get Hutchings back. And we'll probably need to keep this guy, our AHL head coach. We're probably going to need to fire our AHL associate because he gets 0.8 mil. So we're just going to start firing. Ready? I should have done it this way in the first place. I'm sorry that I didn't. Trying to right my wrongs. Let's fire our head coach and make some cap space here. So we'll fire him, fire the associate, we'll promote the assistant to the head coach, or wait, no, demote, and then interim head coach. There we go. Gotta make sure I do this right. This goalie coach is pretty expensive as well. So let's fire. Confirm. AHL head coach is good. And then we're going to have to fire the associate. Fire. And then we'll need to bring up this guy as... Can we do assistant? Okay, we can get away with that. And then we have to make probably one more fire. Let's just fire our goalie coach for the AHL. Yeah. So that's the least amount of coaches we can have. Is 3. 2 in the NHL and then 1 coach in the AHL. All right. So then we'll go to hire coach. And we're going to make an offer to Hutchings. Our budget is 5.204056. And he's asking for even more. But we're just going to, let's just see if he takes 5. Just to give us a little bit more wiggle room. Just over $5 million. He wants 4 years for the NHL head coach. William, I am sorry that I didn't sign you, but please take this deal. This team needs you. Offer contract. All right. There we go. So, hopefully he signs that. It is below his asking, but maybe, I don't know. Hopefully he just signs it anyways. That's the first major thing that I wanted to take care of. We're going to have to sim a couple days to see if that happens. But I want to do a trade. If we look at our lines, so our line combinations are going to be a little bit weird right now because we have a different coach. These are the lines that I think, actually I'm not sure actually. If we get Hutchings back, this might change the bottom 6. But anyways, let's actually go to the trade screen. Or find player, actually. Let's go to find player. I'll just get the trade set up and I'll tell you guys my thought process here. Okay. So let's go. Positions, we want a forward. We want a playmaker. Then we're going to go to face-offs because we want this player to be basically our second line center. Look at that. Perfetti's the best face-off man in the league. 93 face-off. All right. So then we'll go back over. And then this guy right here. Art Meyer. Trade for asset. Okay. So, Art Meyer. He is 88 overall. He's a potential elite medium. He's 21 years old. And currently he's on a 4-year deal at 6.655. He has a shit ton of superstar abilities and a zone ability, so that's good. He gets a lot of assists. Look at this. He has 4 goals and 62 assists. So he is definitely a pass-first guy, which would be good on a line with Boldy, who is a shoot-first guy. So in order to get this done, we are going to need to trade some pieces here. So we're going to go centers. And we're going to trade Turcotte, because Turcotte has a decent amount of trade value for being on a 1-year deal. And he's about the same salary, so we're going to do that. And then another guy that isn't quite cutting it for us right now is Pionk, who has a little bit of trade value. And then that won't go through because they would have too many skaters, so we're going to need to pick up another skater. So we're going to go with their defenseman, this guy, Spencer. Jordan Spencer. He is 83 overall, top 4D exact, 29 years old. He's an offensive defenseman, so same thing as Pionk. He has a durability of 99. So he's very durable. He's on a 2-year deal at 4.635. So we're going to try get this guy as well. So that would be the trade for the player for player. In order for this to get done, we are going to need to get rid of some draft picks or a goalie, and then get another player in return. So we could go, if this goes through, this is a big if, we could go where we'd probably have to give up our first round and maybe a second round for this to go through. Or we could keep our first and go to our goalies, because we have a pretty good goalie in these two. So we could try to salvage our first round and maybe salvage... So this guy, they're both the same age. This guy's way better overall wise, so maybe we should just try this guy, Samsonov. We traded a Samsonov in the draft as well, but we got this Samsonov. So that wouldn't be a contract, so that would actually work, because he's not signed to a contract yet. So maybe we do that plus a second. See if that goes through. Our second. That seems decently close on the value, the trade value. Should we just see if this goes through? We might need to add something else as well, like a third, or maybe even another second. But if this goes through, I will go crazy, because we would be getting a better center, we'd be getting a better defenseman, and we'd only be giving up our worst elite medium goaltender. We'd keep our better elite medium goaltender, and we would only be giving up a second. So if this went through, I would be so pumped. So let's try it. So, big trade. Turcotte, Pionk, Samsonov, and a second for Artmeyer and Spencer from the Penguins. Let's see if this goes through. If this does, I'm going to go crazy. Rejected. Okay. Let's try a third as well. Montreal's third is a little more trade value. So the same thing plus a third. See if that goes through. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Rejected. Okay. Fuck. We might need to have to give up our first. Yeah. That makes more sense. So maybe we can't keep our first. All right. Let's try this one. Turcotte, Pionk, Samsonov, and our first for Artmeyer and Spencer. Let's actually try to retain some salary on this guy, just to give us a little bit. Let's do like 25% of his salary. There we go. 1.25. Retain that for 2 years. All right. Here we go. Let's see if this goes through. Rejected. Wow. Okay, let's not retain. No retain on Spencer's salary. Let's see if that goes through. No. Okay. How about our second as well? That seems like more of a fair trade, I'm not going to lie. Because we're asking them to give up a very good player and a decent defenseman for a couple guys on 1 years. A really good goalie. It could be a really good goalie, a first and a second. So Turcotte, Pionk, Samsonov, our first and our second for Artmeyer and Spencer. This trade would make us have 2 really good centers for this year and 3 more years after this. So it would take care of having to get a free agents in next free agency, a center free agency. So, all right, That's about... I guess we could do our better goalie, but this is about maxed out of what I would give up. All right, let's see if it goes through. Rejected. So do we do our better goalie as well? That's about what I would be the max. Just a little bit better goalie. Shit, then we need another player. So we would need... Who is just a worthless goalie that they don't want? This guy. 77 overall. Fringe starter. Alright, and that guy. This would be about max. Maybe we could, if this gets rejected, we could do a little bit worse defenseman, or we could just take Pionk and this guy out and see what happens. Alright, let's try this. This could be our max offer here. Turcotte, Pionk, our first, our second, and an elite medium goalie for Artmeyer, Spencer, and a shitty goaltender from them. All right, here we go. Maybe the last offer we try. Here goes. Wow. Totally unwilling. What else can we give them? What else? I want this deal. I want it. Another first round. Is that dumb? Do we keep these guys? Okay, let's actually just try release Pionk and Spencer. Okay. So, in order to get this done, let's add our first. That'd be pretty close. I think that would be close. Let's try it. Just less messy. Just a guy for a first round. So Turcotte and our first for Artmeyer. Let's see if that goes through. Rejected. How about plus our second? Turcotte, our first and second for Artmeyer. Rejected. How about and Montreal's third? Turcotte, a first, a second, and a third for Artmeyer. Propose. Rejected. Alright. And another third. Turcotte, our first, our second, Montreal's third, our third for Artmeyer. Wow. Okay. How about our good goalie for their shit goalie plus our first? Or should we try our second first? All right, Turcotte, our good goalie, and a second for Artmeyer and a shit goalie. Here we go. No. Okay. Try your first. Turcotte, our good goalie, and a first for Artmeyer and a shit goalie. Rejected. And our second. Just give him everything, man. Turcotte, our good goalie, first and a second for Artmeyer and a shit goalie. Rejected. And a third. Rejected. Do we give up our another first round? Who else can we get rid of? Who has trade value that I don't want? Our upcoming defenseman. He's right-handed, so I want to keep him. Upcoming center. No, he's a wing. Face-off is terrible. Want to keep him. Boldy, Perfetti, Lambeau, Smithson, Tippett. This Tippett deal is kind of looking not so good. He's only an 85 overall now. And he's having a very down year. I want to get this done so bad. Another sniper. Ooh, maybe this guy? Ramjaxing. He's an elite low. But he has a little bit of trade value. We need another player in return, though. I want him. I want him bad. All right. So I picked up just kind of a nobody center as well. So nobody goalie and a nobody center. Plus a really good center. For Turcotte, our good goalie, elite low winger, and our first. Let's see if this goes through. Nope. How about our second? I don't know if this is going to get done. Do we? Fuck. I really wanted that to go through. I just really wanted to get something for Turcotte and for Pionk on their last year deals. Because time is ticking. If we want to pull this off, if we want to get 6 cups in 9 years, we need to start winning cups. So first round picks, late first round picks, are they going to help that much? So are our first round picks even that valuable to us? They could be valuable to a rebuilding team, but for a team like us wanting to win right now, this year, our first round picks don't really help us. We're kind of selling out to win. Rachet, the guy that we missed out on in free agency. He got a 6-year, 6.3. Can't remember what we offered him. Let's look at upcoming free agents. See if there's any reason we should just hold off for free agents. I just really don't want to miss the playoffs, and I want to make a run this year. And I don't know if our team right now can do that. Okay, so let's go overall. McKinnon is going to be a free agent after this year. We're probably not going to be able to afford him. Let's go by face-offs again, just so we know who's going to be a center. Center free agent. Ryan O'Reilly, getting older. Stutzel. Tim Stutzel. Playmaker. He's probably going to get paid. 91 overall. Look at Bedard's trade value, how low it is for a franchise medium. Ooh, he's having a good year, though. 62 points in 62 games, -6, though. So his team's not great. All right, this is about the best offer we can do for Art Meyer. So Turcotte, our good goalie, our first for this year, first for next year, and Ramjaxing. For Art Meyer, a shit goalie and a shit forward, just to make it legal. This is the last. I don't even remember. I can't remember if I have already made this trade, but this is the last one I'm going to do. So if this goes through, let's go. But if it doesn't, I think I'm going to be done. And we're going to have to just ride out the rest of this year. Here goes. Rejected. All right. I tried. So let's sim a couple days, see if Hutchings signs. Advanced day. We got a game against Vegas. Advanced day. 7-5 loss. And advanced day. Come on, Hutchings. I am happy to join the team. I want to thank you for reaching out to me with an offer. I look forward to making an impact. Let's go. All right. It is the trade deadline. We were going to be buyers. I actually might see what we can do here in the trade screen. All right, let's go. Trade deadline. Actually, I might want to be active in this. So let's see what's out there. We need a center. So, all right. Where does it say? Defenseman. Aaron Ekblad. Morgan Riley. Defenseman. Sniper. Does it show if they're a winger or a center? Oh, there it goes. Left wing. Center, this guy. He is expensive as hell. Trade alert. For Tyson Jost, okay. Ooh, Rachet. He's on the trade block. Okay, let's try it. Rachet for Turcotte and I don't know, like a second or something. Let's try our third just to see. Rejected. Montreal's third. Rejected. Our second. Gotta move fast. Rejected. Do we give up a first if we get something back like their second and their third? Would that be dumb? 6.3 for 5 more years. Would that be dumb? Would that be dumb? Chet. Are you worth it? Are you gonna be fits in the following lines based on okay, that's not off the right coach though. I don't know. Is this dumb? What's he putting up? 16 goals, 40 assists. It's pretty good. He's on their second line. 94 offensive awareness. 93 durability. Really good passer. Decent skater. Balance and endurance aren't great. Or shit. Is this dumb? We're gonna have more cap room this offseason. I think this might be kind of dumb. Because we're trading basically the same overall. We're getting a little bit better overall. But we'd be giving up our first for a second and a third. I'm going to say no. I don't want to offer that. That might have been dumb. If we could get him for something else, though. Actually, let's try to not... Let's do... How many contracts? Okay, so we could do 2 players for 1. What's that other center that we had? Is he injured or something? Where is he? This guy. Oh, he's only 80 overall. He does have trade value, though. Okay. So maybe him. Plus... Wait, what? Oh, we would be over. Okay. Plus, if we got rid of Pionk. We'd probably have to throw in... at least a second. So let's do that. So Ponomarev and Pionk plus our second for Rachet. Let's see if that goes through. I don't know if it will. Oh my god, it went through. Was that dumb on their part or my part? I feel like that was very dumb on their part. Oh my god. So now what we're going to have a decent third line center. Okay, we should probably try to get a defenseman then. Do we try to get a defenseman? He's hella expensive. Morgan Riley, what are you? If we get him to retain... Oh, shit. Okay, this might be difficult. Let's see what we can do here. All right, defenseman. So we don't have a... We could do Dumba on the second pair, Addison on the third pair. So now we're looking a little weak defensively, but then we're better. We have better centers now. So now that we have Rachet, do we trade this guy? Or do we keep this guy, just use him for this year? That third line would get a boost. I'm thinking we keep this guy just for this year. Okay, we might need a defenseman now. What time is it? It's 8:28. I think it ends at noon. Okay, who could we trade if we want to do Morgan Riley? Probably not a defenseman. We're kind of low on defenseman now. Forwards. Maybe our goalie? Would that work? Boom. It'd be pretty close, actually. We would need them to retain all this, though. I think. We would need to go like that. Would that work? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that might be dumb. This might be... To give up that type of goalie... Okay, maybe not that goalie. Let's try... Because that goalie could be worth so much more in a couple years. Trade value-wise. So let's try this guy, actually. Still retain. And then maybe... I'm glad I didn't do that, because that was going to be dumb. A third. Let's just see if they take that. Oh! All right. Big moves here in the trade deadline screen. Okay, what do we have? We have Morgan Riley now for that 1 year. We're making a run. We're making a run. So that's a better top four defenseman with still Dumba on that third with Rakin. Addison wasn't cutting it. All right, this is interesting. This is interesting. We're taking care of needs, actually. This is actually working out better than I thought. So we got rid of... Okay, we kept our first-round pick. Plus we kept our good upcoming goalie. So that's a win, I think. That is a win and a half right there. I am pumped. What else do we need? We took care of a little bit of depth at center. We got a way better defenseman. And we didn't really give up anything. Wow. I think that was really good. I think I'm done. I don't know what else I can do, honestly. I think I'm done. Let's get out of here. 2 big trades that didn't really cost us much. Because Pionk was going to be gone at the end of this year. So I'm glad we got rid of that. That was a big chunk of salary that we is way better well spent on Morgan Riley. And we got Rochette. Oh my God. Okay. Let's see if we can salvage this season here. Okay. Our lines are fucked. Should we actually oh wait. We need to go to our coaches first. Big moves. Coaching staff. Okay, Hutchings is our coach. Good. Then we have B- generalist as our associate. C-. Okay, let's go. Let's demote this guy to AHL associate. So we have a head coach and an associate for both our NHL and AHL. We don't have an assistant or a goalie coach at the moment. Can we? What's the cheapest you can get a coach for? Oh, there are some real cheap. So do we even bother signing a guy to this? Like, do we even bother signing a D? A D overall coach. So let's just do the the best we can afford is a D. So generalist, should we just hire this guy? AHL assistant. Two. Fuck it. Just one more coach, I guess. I don't know if a D overall is going to have a negative effect, but whatever. All right. Let's fix our lines. Let's see what our lines look like these days. Okay. Are we going to need to scratch somebody? No. Rochette is in. Tulola. Who's scratched right now? Beckman and Turcotte. So we are going to need to scratch somebody. Okay, so Politiv. I actually wanted him on the third line, didn't I? We'd go like that. And we'd go... Kaprizov, Perfetti, Irons. That's good. Boldy left side. Rochette centering. Or do we send this guy down and have him play in the AHL? Politiv. He's the top 9, 82 overall. Okay, what does Turcotte get on this third? It's an even. It is an 85 overall, though. Do we do Turcotte? Or I think we better put Rochette on that second just to see, even though he doesn't like the second. I mean, that is why we got him. Turcotte doesn't really have a future on this team, so we'll keep him at the third line. Could do Sapolitiv. Fourth, Comtois. 83, Hartman. This might be a long episode. I've been doing a lot of stuff. Is that the lineup? Okay, defenseman. So Rathbone would be out. Right? Do we need to make a roster move? Hold on. Where is Morgan Riley? There he is. Okay. So then we'll go this guy. Give our rookie some AHL time. He has 18 goals, 8 assists. He's a -5. He's getting 12.46 a game. So we'll send him down. Wait, what? Being over the salary cap. What? Who do I need to send down then? How the fuck are we gonna do this then? How are we gonna do this? We're gonna have to send someone down. But who? Hold on. So Rathbone would have to go down. Nakamura. If that happens. Yes. If we do that, can we bring Morgan Riley up? No. So one more player. Oh, there we go. Whew. So we don't have any scratch players on our NHL team, but that's the only way that we can make it. So we're salary cap good in the salary cap. Okay, Morgan Riley likes the second pair. So we would get a +2, a +1, and a +2. Then we would put Morgan Riley on our power play for sure. So Rachet doesn't really like our second line. So maybe this guy isn't the long-term solution either. He likes the first, third, and fourth all the same, and then a little bit less on the second. So this guy might just be a 1 year as well. So we might end up trading Rachet after this season. Turcotte will be gone. And then maybe we try to get a different center in free agency still. Okay, I think that's how we'll do the lines. So Kaprizov, Perfetti, Irons with a +3. Boldy, Rachet, Tippett with a +1. Comtois, Turcotte, and Madsen with a +1. Sapaltiv, Tulola, and Hartman with a +2. And then defensively, we got Smithson, Kernack with a +2. Riley with a +1. Rack and Dumba with a +2. And then special teams we're going to have to change as well. So Perfetti would be center. Boldy. So Rachet would be centering the second. Boldy would be right wing on the second. Tippett would be left wing on the second. And would we keep Dumba? Would we do that? Keep Dumba on the first, or we put Morgan Riley? Where are you? Is he left-handed? He is left-handed, okay. Or do we do that? That'd be 2 left-handed players. Would we take Madsen off and have Turcotte probably, right? We don't get a plus, but Morgan Riley being on that second unit would be better than Pionk. So I think that would be better. Yep, that'd be for sure better than Pionk. So I think that's would be the power play. And Perfetti, Boldy would be off. Comtois would be off for Morgan Riley. Ooh. Morgan Riley doesn't like the 4-man. It's a -2. Should we just do forwards then? -1. What's Dumba get? -2. So that's maybe where we hurt for not having an offensive defenseman. So let's just go Turcotte with a -1. Put Boldy down low. So that would be our 4-man power play. Doesn't happen very much, so I don't really have to be too bent out of shape about that. I think we should stack. So we would do Perfetti, Smithson, Kernack, and maybe Comtois. It's a +2. Rachet has a really good face-off, so we should probably keep him on the penalty kill. Dumba maybe we should take off. It's an even. We wouldn't be playing our fourth line very much this second half, but we need to start winning, so I think we're just gonna do Turcotte. Gets a +1. There we go. So that will be our 4-man penalty kill. 3-man. Gonna do Perfetti. And Rachet. Get some face-off wins, and then Dumba out for Riley. Ooh. Gets a -2. Should do that. -1, -1. It's 3-man PK. -1s aren't great, but they're not terrible. I guess we'll do that. Get Morgan Riley up on that first pair, first unit, 3-man penalty kill. All right, Perfetti, Kaprizov, Kernack, and Smithson. That is not what I want. So we'll do Morgan Riley and Irons. Do Irons down low, Kaprizov up high. Boldy would be out for Rachet. And Irons would be out for Boldy. Dumba would be out for Tippett. And do we keep Lambos? Or do we put Dumba there? Is Dumba still producing? 6 goals, 10 assists. I think I'd rather have 5 goals, 13 assists. I think I'd rather have Lambos there. Our producing defensemen are kind of not... We don't really have producing defensemen anymore, honestly. So hopefully Morgan Riley can be that for us a little bit better. That would be our 4-on-4s. Our third 4-on-4 would be Turcotte, Madsen, Comtois. Then I guess we can put Dumba on this third 4-on-4. So that would be our third 4-on-4, 3-on-3. Smithson out for Irons. Wait. No. Smithson out for Morgan Riley. Yeah. And then Rachet, Turcotte, Lambos with Kaprizov, Boldy with Dumba. Right? That look good. Got 1 center, 2 center, 3 center. Our best defenseman with our best forward. Second best forward with our second best offensive defenseman. Boldy. Or should we do Boldy on the second? Maybe do that. Kaprizov on the third. I think so. So those will be our 3-on-3. Extras. Let's do Boldy instead of Kaprizov. Shootout, go Irons, Boldy, Kaprizov, Perfetti, Rachet. Okay, that looks good. Goalies stays the same with Wallstedt. And I think I'm going to switch Hunter Jones and Skinner. Scratched, we don't have any scratched. So if we have an injury, we're going to have to make a roster move. Okay, let's switch goalies here quick. Hunter Jones hasn't been cutting it, so we'll go Skinner instead of Hunter Jones. They both are the same. Same salary and overall, so that's fine. And bam. All right, so there we go. Skinner is in. He has had a better AHL than Hunter Jones. Has played in the NHL, hasn't been great, so there that is. And then our forwards are set. Our defensemen are set. Morgan Riley is in that second pair. Ooh, we get a +2 now? This game, man. Whatever. Are these different? Okay, I don't think so. All right, our lines are set. Iowa will do best lines. Iowa's got some good players. We got Beckman there. Nakamura's there. What's this guy? 25 years old. 80 overall. Got Addison in the AHL, Rathbone in the AHL, Bowie in the AHL, Hunter Jones, Sandstrom. AHL's team looking not bad. I wonder what their record is. Haven't really been paying attention to them. Yeah, 40-19 and 2. So Iowa got even better, but we got better. The AHL or the NHL got better, I think. So let's make a run here. Let's have a good rest of the season. Actually, I'm already at an hour 15 recording, so this might be a video on its own, or do I just keep plowing through and do we sim and we just make this a long video? Okay, so we got, yeah, let's just keep simming. Let's just go. Let's just do it. Long video incoming. Let's go. Second, we got, how many games left? How many did we play? 61? So we got like 23 games left. Something like that. If my math is correct, we have 23 games left to keep this wild card. All right, the time is now, team. If after all this we don't make the playoffs, I'm going to be pissed. Here we go. Let's sim 9 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think. Here we go. Got to start winning. At home, Vancouver. OT loss. That's the AHL assistant. Okay, we got a point. I want wins, though. Washington Capitals have fired their coach. Okay. Columbus. Loss. Shootout loss against the Avs. Loss. Oh, God. I'm sorry how I'm playing out there, Rachet. Get it to fucking together. I believe in you. We gotta start winning, though. This is bad. This is bad. We have to start winning. Pittsburgh. 3-2 win. Okay, here we go. Let's get on a roll here. Carolina, 3-2 win. 4-3 win. 5-3 win. There we go. St. Louis, 4-1 win. Good. We needed that. We definitely needed those. Okay, what are we at now? Okay, 81 points. We still have the last wild card. Oilers. Oilers would make it in their division. So we need to worry about the Canucks with 76. Sharks 74. Ducks 74. Stars 73. Okay, so we have a little bit of a cushion. Let's try to take that first wild card from the Blackhawks. The Coyotes are in third in our division. They're 6 points ahead of us. So we have 70 games. We have... How many do you play? 82 or 84? I think it's 82. Oh shit, my math was wrong. I was thinking there's 84 for some reason. So we have 12 games left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So let's do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the third. Keep on winning, boys. LA, winnable game. 3-2 win. Oilers, 4-3 win. There we go. 3-2 loss against the Stars. 2-0 loss against the Blues. 1-0 loss against the Sharks. 4-3 win. 3-game losing streak right there. 87 points, 2 behind the Coyotes. Ducks have 82, so I think we should be able to keep. We still need a win, though. We can't go 0-6, or else we might be out of here. So, still got to win. Still got to win. Okay, let's keep going. Let's do 3 games. We haven't had this much drama at the end of the season in a long time. Here we go. Canucks. Shootout loss. Kraken, winnable game. 10-1 win. Iowa, we'll do best lines. Iowa, best lines. 3-2 loss. We're tied with the Blackhawks. They have one more game than us. Sharks have 87. We have 90. Canucks 86. Preds 87. Oh, God. We got to win. Okay, Coyotes are good. Coyotes are pretty good, so that'll be a 50-50 game maybe. Oh, the Flames are really good, and the Avs are really good. Oh, boy, we could go 0-3 right here. That wouldn't be good. Oh, boy. Here we go. Yes. 5-3 win. Okay. Okay, we have 92. We got the first spot, but the Blackhawks could jump us with a win. They do have one more game in hand. Oilers, 89. I think if we win one more game, we're pretty locked in here. But we got 2 good teams. Flames, what are you at? Flames have 107. Avalanche have 107 points. Best team in the league. Two of the best teams in the league right here. to end the season. Here we go. One game at a time. The Flames. OT win. Let's go. 6-5 OT win. Ooh, we're in third now. Ooh, big win. Coyotes have one more game. They could jump us still. Blackhawks, I think we're going to... Okay, we've secured playoffs. But let's secure the third spot in the division with the win over the Avs, who are the best team in the league right now. Here we go. Best team in the league to secure the third spot in the division. I don't want a wild card. Here we go. What'll it be? Yes! 4-3 win. Let's go. And we secure... Oh, no. The Coyotes have one more game. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Sim one more day. The Coyotes could jump us. But we're still going to make the playoffs. And... Sim one more game. Day, I mean. What happened? What happened? What happened? Jesus, when is their last game? And... Ooh. I think they lost. All right, we secured the third spot in the division. The Coyotes get a loss, I think. Yeah, because if they would have got a point, we would have been tied. So, good end of the season. We beat two of the best teams in the league at the end. And we secure that third division spot. So we'll be playing the Blues, I think. All right. Wow. What a video. You take all those years of just kicking ass. You don't have very much drama at the end of the season, but this season we did. Look how close it was. Wild 96, Coyotes 95, Blackhawks 95. Sharks with 91, so they were a little bit out of it. Canucks 90. Oilers secure the third with 93. So who's the... Ooh. The Blue Jackets are the best team in the league. They win the President's Trophy. All right, Kirill leads the team with 82 points in 82 games. Let's look at team stats first. Let's do entire league. Okay, so where are we at? So Columbus, 110. Flames, 109. Avalanche, 109. Detroit, who won the Cup last year, 107. Where are we? We're at 11. So we finished the year. Does it show us our record? Yeah. 96 points, 44 wins, 30 losses, 8 OT losses. Try reposition this so we can see better. So we finished with a goals for of 3.13, which is pretty low for us, but it's still above 3, which is good. Goals against 2.83, which is below 3, which is good. Our power play 18.1, which is pretty decent, I think, compared to everyone else. Penalty kill 85.7, which is pretty average. Home 22, 15, and 4, and away 22, 15, and 4. So the exact same. Last 10, 5, 4, and 1. Even though I think we did play better that last after the trade deadline. A lot of swings of emotion. So Kirill with 82 points in 82 games. Compared to last year, it was a little bit down. Not as good plus minus, but not bad. 18 plus minus. 14 power play goals. About the same time on the ice. Kirill's never had 20 minutes per game. 82 points. Led the team. That's what I like to see. Irons. Led the team in goals, 74 points compared to last year. It's a little bit down. Plus minus not as good. Power play points 17. About the same time on ice as Kirill. But that's not a bad year. 74 points. It was a slow start to the season for the whole team. So everyone's going to be a little bit down, I think, this year. But 43 goals. That's a career high. All right, Boldy, 72 points. That's Boldy's lowest in a while. Only a +4. That second line wasn't great this year. Still had 18 power play points. Not a bad year, but a down year for Boldy. Rachet, he wasn't on our team the whole year, but let's see what he did. Oh, there we go. 21 games with us. He had 16 points, only 1 goal. He was a +8, 2 power play points. That's not bad. It's not bad. But he finishes with 72. Perfetti, probably the biggest disappointment this year, actually. After a 93-point season last year, Perfetti was 70 points. Plus minus was still good, 22. Power play points 13. Time on ice he had over 20. So a little bit down for Perfetti, but not a bad year. He had a slow start for sure. Tippett had a down year, that's for sure. 60 points compared to last year, 73. +8. That second line struggled a little bit. Only 9 power play points. A little bit down on ice time, but not bad. Still second line ice time. Turcotte, he was on that second line. He wasn't cutting it. Made some moves. 82 games, 50 points. That was up from last year, but that's about where he's been his whole career, or in his prime anyways. Compared to a normal second line player, that's pretty average, but for what we've had in Kotkaniemi, that's low. And he was playing third line at the end of the year too. 10 power play points. Yeah. So he definitely wasn't the Kotkaniemi replacement. I don't think we're ever going to have a Kotkaniemi replacement that's as good as Kotkaniemi. So that's one thing you have to keep in mind a little bit. Morgan Riley with 35. With us, what did you do? Oh, really good. Oh my God, look at that. 21 games, he had 15 points. With Dallas, he had 20 points in 60 games. +11. Morgan Riley was a great pickup at the end of the year. God damn. He was on a tear. Didn't have any power play points, though. 21.22 minutes. Morgan Riley was definitely worth it. I don't even remember what we traded for him, but it was worth it. Comtois. He was on the fourth line most of the year. 33 points, down from last year. Plus minus down. Had 4 shorthanded goals. He was on the third line at the end of this year. Madsen, a little bit disappointed in Madsen. Yeah, look at that. Way down from last year. Plus, he was a -1. Only 5 power play points for a third line guy. So yeah, so look at this year. So last year Madsen was on the third line and he scored 54 points. And then look at Turcotte, who had 50 points, and he was on the second line basically the whole year. So that's the difference between just having depth. If I'm saying 50 points isn't great for a second line, and then Madsen gets 52 last year as a third line, that's the type of production that we've been used to on this Wild team. So Madsen had a really good year last year. Tulola, 29. A little bit down. -1. Time on ice was about the same. Kernak with 28. He was up points-wise. Down plus-minus-wise, but still really good at 35 plus-minus. Last year he was 54 plus-minus. That is unbelievably good. He had 24 minutes, 35 seconds ice time. So him and Smithson are a really good plus-minus pair on that first unit. First pair. Smithson with 18. Plus-minus 41, so that's really good. Probably led the team. Dumba, 22 points. Way down from last year. He's a -2. Only 5 power play points. Minutes were down again a little bit. This probably is Dumba's last year of being productive compared to his other stats in his prime. Dumba probably won't be on this team next year. His potential's a 7th D right now. He's 80 overall. His durability hasn't been great his whole career, but yeah. Dumba probably his last year. 22 points. Smithson 18. Lambos 17. Lambos with a down year. Yeah. I want Lambos to be at like 25, 30 points. This year he had 17. Time on ice has been down the past 2 years though, so. Lambos a little bit down. Superlative we brought up. He was in the AHL. He was playing pretty good. 22 games, 6 points, -2. He was a 4th line guy. Yeah, we didn't really play our 4th line at the end of the year, even in penalty kill. Hartman only played 26 games. Oh, he must have been scratched at the beginning of the year. Hartman barely played. 26 games, 4 points, -4. 7 minutes of ice time. Rakin played a little defense. 21 games. 1 point, -6. All right, so there it is. This is going to be a long episode, but a lot of shit happened. I think for the good. I think we kind of recovered our season for sure, getting the 3rd spot in the standings instead of the last wild card. So let's just advance day. I think we're going to get the Blues. Yep. So we got the Blues, who were 48, 27, and 7. Let's take a look at them, and then we'll end the video. So they got Koskin, Kulshov at an 82 on their first line. Rantanen at a 90 still. Robert Thomas at an 86. Drew, I don't know how to say that name, 86. Hamelin, 85. 3rd line, they got an 84. I think their 4th line is actually better than their 3rd line. So they don't really have a stud center on this team. They do have 2 stud defensemen, though, with Chikrin and Shaw. Drop off a little bit. 3rd pair is not good. Goalie, they got an 89 goalie. This is going to be an interesting series. They don't have a backup, but that's fine in the playoffs, unless there's an injury or something. But there it is. That'll do it. Next episode, we'll get into the playoffs and sim that. Oh my god, I've been sitting here for too long. A lot of shit happened this episode. Got our coach back. Hutchings saves our season. Should have never let him go, but he's back. He's back, folks. Made a couple trades, and I don't think we gave up too much, too crazy amount. So, all in all, I think this is a good fucking video. This is maybe the most exciting episode we've had in a long time because we've just been so good we haven't really had to do anything. I haven't had to do anything. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys liked the moves. I hope you guys liked the video. I think we won big this video. Peace out. Thank you for watching. Go Wild. Let's see if we can make a run here in the playoffs again and take her home, baby. We're coming for you, Lord Stanley.